Hey, what's good with the YouTube, man? It's your boy Rojo, and this is the Rojo Room, man. Today, man, I'm going to talk about a incident that took place in the Supermax in Colorado. It's been a while. It involves the big homies from down south, man, and it turns out that a gang boss ordered a hit, but he got killed first. Check it out, man. A reputed hitman testified at a federal murder trial that a boss of the Mexican Mafia ordered a hit against a fellow inmate, but was beaten to death himself before he could give the signal to kill the man. Sereno hitman Arcadio Perez testified Wednesday on the same day that Tati Torres marked inmate Sylvester Chicali Rivera for death. Rivera, an accomplice, struck first, beating Torres to death inside of the Administrative Maximum U.S. Penitentiary, or ADX, in Florence, Colorado. Torres's death on April 21st of 2005 marked the first murder in the history of the Supermax, which is the highest security prison in the U.S. Rivera and accomplice Richard Chuco Santiago are accused of killing Torres in a caged exercise yard. Rivera faces life in prison if convicted, and Santiago could get the death penalty. They claim they didn't attack until after Torres told them he ordered their murders. Rivera is claiming self-defense. Perez, a bald man with salt and pepper goatee, testified that he felt conflicted when Torres ordered the hit because Rivera had been his cellmate and the two men were friends. But he said he couldn't ignore the order from Torres, a powerful gang leader. When he told Torres that he got along with Rivera, the gang leader threatened his life. "If you don't do it, it'll be done to you," Perez said through a court interpreter. Perez could speak only Spanish. Because he was a person who had a lot of power. He was aggressive, he was a bully, and he was arrogant. Under cross-examination, prosecutor Valeria Spencer asked why he didn't intervene on behalf of Torres once the gang leader came under attack. Perez replied that Santiago, like Torres, is a member of the Mexican Mafia, and he is not. When two members of the Mexican Mafia are involved in a fight, we don't get involved. Their problems are not our problems, Perez said. Other witnesses have testified that the Mexican Mafia is an elite Hispanic gang on par with the Italian Mafia, with only about 300 members across the country. There are tens of thousands of Serenos like Perez, and they take orders from the Mexican Mafia. He later testified under redirect questioning by the defense that if a Sereno intervened in a fight between two made members of the Mexican Mafia, that person would be killed. Prosecutors contend that Rivera and Santiago could be seen circulating through the yard, conspiring with other inmates in the minutes before they pounced on Torres in the corner of the yard, not always covered by surveillance cameras. Other inmates continued exercising during the fatal beating as though nothing was happening. Yeah, man, I did another one about a hit, within their own, cleaning house sort of thing, whatever you want to call it, on a comics perspective today, and it's a good one, man. It's getting a lot of views and a lot of good feedback, man. But hey, this is that lifestyle, man. You guys choose to, want to get involved. A lot of the times, man, I don't know about so much in the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but nowadays, the most common place you're gonna have problems is amongst your own people, man. And that's just a fact. Whether it be for something you did wrong or something perceived to be wrong. It doesn't really matter. Once your name's on that piece of paper, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? So think about what you do. Think about how you glamorize that lifestyle. And just remember, man, the only thing at the end of it waiting for you is either walking away, or you're gonna die, or go to prison for the rest of your life. Especially once you become involved in the political aspect of it. Because the federal agents don't play about that shit. You know what I mean? They go after street gangs enough, man, but once they consider you a prison gang, they come at you a whole different way. I read a case recently about, a Sereno neighborhood getting hit, and they were getting 10 years, 12 years, this and that. Man, if they put that other title on them guys, the stakes would have been a lot higher when sentencing came around. Instead of talking about 10, they would have been talking about 20s and 30s and 40s of years, you know, if not life. That Rico Act ain't no joke, man. So really think about what you do, man. Think about who you idolize. Think about where you want to go in life, man, because you take the wrong route in life, man, you only end up in a couple of places, and neither one of them you're going to like. It's your boy Rojo. This is the Rojo Room. Just a quick one for you guys. I'm out.